do a compilation that really showcased Austin bands.
We wanted to do something that got us a little closer to the music community.
Ear Candy was initially an idea that I was inspired to use from an old friend of mine, Lawrence.
First thing we did, put an ad out in the local paper, the Chronicle, and just requested demos from various bands, and we got all kinds of stuff. Let me tell you, all kinds of, you know, from country to rap to people just doing karaoke, you know. But we went with pretty much a rock format because that's really what our specialty is.
The Affordable Sound compilation just kind of dropped into our lap. They asked us to come in and record a song there at the studio. It's always great to be able to record for free, and they promoted the hell out of it and did a really great job.
Ear Candy is a good thing because it's getting exposure to a lot of local bands, and of course we get into it. Of course we're going to say yes. Jake's our drummer, and he's the one who engineered it. You know, there's other compilations that we've been part of where the mix of the bands wasn't always right, or the you know, the way it was promoted, or the lack of promotion.
There are a lot of comps that are just kind of slapped together, and it's just either a bunch of crappy bands just thrown all together just to say, hey, look, their friends will buy it, or their friends will buy it. And I think actual thought was put into having a bunch of diverse bands on this one.
My intentions were to just sort of shed some light on how great this town is musically.
The CD had a double effect, really. It was half starting a label, and the other half promoting the bands.
The end goal is for us is to have distribution points for CDs. This kind of acted as a test market for that as well.
A marketing person is key in any kind of CD project that you want to release, or anything you want to do where you want people to notice it. If you don't have a marketing person, you might as well make a whole bunch of CDs, open them up, take a big fat dump in them, close the CD back up, shrink wrap it up with the dump inside, and sell it like that. Because that's all you're doing.
Ray Flowers, who's Broadband Action is manager, was hired early on to do the sort of the project management, marketing management for Ear Candy.
We started from square one, really. We started from the very beginning. We didn't have artwork, we didn't have anything. All we had was the music.
Chris Walker from Chris Walker Design came up with a lot of good designs with our posters, our postcards, the CD itself.
You know, figuring out who's going to love this record and who should hear it, and, you know, where we think the fans of the record are going to be, making sure they're hip for the project. And those are the people who can pretty much decide whether a record is successful or just sits in the bin and, you know, eventually disappears. We played, I guess, at least 3 of the South by Southwest shows that we played were benefiting, you know, were to let people know about Ear Candy. We've been on TV to let people know about Ear Candy, so it's been great.
Overall, it was done like totally pro. I mean, you don't see that in this town this much. You don't hardly ever see like effort and professionalism like that in this town that much.
All the kids at the Ritz, that was fun.
Oh my God, the show at the Ritz, amazing.
It had a multi-level situation. It had an upstairs and a downstairs where we were able to squeeze 9 bands, 9 out of 12.
The main thing with the CD release party that I wanted most of all and fought for was trying to get every band that could play the show to play.
Marketing is pretty important. something like that. And we had the VIP party beforehand, so getting all the invitations together and making sure they went to the right people, and making sure we had the right marketing for that, and it was the right venue and at the right time.
I didn't want to get my expectations up. It was a Saturday night. It was the Ritz. Those two things alone, you're almost guaranteed a good show. But I was prepared for the worst because I didn't want to be disappointed. But it way exceeded my expectations.
Well, AS Records is really happy. I'm really happy with it. The bands seem very happy. And it's certainly not over. There's a lot. The record just came out 6 weeks ago, or 6-7 weeks ago. So as far as I'm concerned, we've really just started.